is a numerical arm hand lever. Look at the picture. You will find that there is a hand lever rotating in the animation. So such type of hand lever you will find everywhere in different applications. Now let us consider its figure. In the figure you will find that this hand lever is having different parts like shaft, boss, a lever or arm, the key, and the complete assembly is called as a hand lever. So here we want to find different dimensions of this hand lever. Now let us go to the problem statement. A hand lever is 1 meter from the center of the shaft to the point of application of 800 Newton load. So you will find in the figure that there is a 800 Newton load which is applied at 1 meter from the axis of the shaft. Find diameter of the shaft, dimensions of the key, dimensions of rectangular arm of hand lever at 60 mm from the center of shaft, assuming cross section height of the arm as 3 times thickness. Here it is clear that that lever is having cross section of rectangular section. So you can look at the figure. Here you will find that the cross section at 60 mm which we have to find is having base of T and height of 3T, as the height of arm is 3 times thickness. So T is the base, B is the height, which is equal to 3T. The allowable tensile stress may be taken as 73 megapascal, allowable shear stress as 70 megapascal, and allowable crushing stress as 100 megapascal. So here it is assumed that the material of shaft, material of lever and key all are same. So we have to consider allowable tensile, shear and crushing stress same for all material of the hand lever. So this is the simple statement. So let us go further. First is how to find the diameter of the shaft. We know that the diameter of the shaft is subjected to twisting. You can also look at that video. You'll find that the shaft is rotating. So if the shaft is rotating, it is going to twist. So let the D is the diameter of the shaft. The twisting moment. How much is the twisting moment? So which is equal to load multiplied by distance. So 800 Newton is the load. 1 meter which is equal to 1000 mm as a distance from the axis of the shaft and the application of load. So total torque which is created on the shaft is P into L, 800 into 10 power of 3 Newton mm. So the twisting moment of the shaft which creates a torsional shear stress. So look at the picture. So you'll find that because of the torsional action, there is a shearing of the shaft. So shaft is going to shear out. So how it is going to shear out? Because of the twisting. How much is the torque? Which is P into L. So by this way there is a failure occur. So for that we have to find the diameter D. Okay. Now we know that from our previous video, we know that the torque T is equal to pi by 16 d cube into torsional shear stress, which is the equation of our torsional shear stress of a shaft. So here the torque T is 800 into 10 power of 3, which is equal to pi by 16 tau into d cube. So if you put the value of safe allowable shear stress 70, then it becomes pi by 16 into 70 into d cube. It comes out 13.75 d cube. So let us rewrite this equation so that we can get the value of D. So D comes out is 38.4. So we have to consider it as a 40 mm. So 40 mm is the safe value of a diameter of the shaft. So let us go further. Just remember the value D equal to 40 mm. So that again we can write from that the diameter of the boss. The diameter of the boss is having standard relation twice of D, which is 80 mm. So that the diameter of boss can be taken from 1.6 to 2 times D. So in some of the book you will find 1.6D or 2D, and length of the boss is 1 to 1.5 times t. So length of the boss which we have considered here is 1.5 into d. So you remember all this value which is used in our further design. So diameter of the rod is 40 mm, diameter of the boss is 80 mm, and length of boss is 60 mm. So this completes our first part. So diameter of the shaft. Now let us try to find the cross section of the arm. The cross section arm is having base t and height as 3t. So how it is going to fail? So the dimensions of the rectangular cross section at 60 mm from the center of the shaft we have to find. So just look at the picture. In that you will find that there is a cross section t into 3t, and if the load is applied on that, how it is going to fail? So if the load is applied, then it is going to bend like this. So there is a bending action. So whenever we say bending, bending means sigma b is acting, which is equal to m by z. M is the moment. M is equal to 800 multiplied by that distance. Here in our torque equation we have considered 800 into 1000, but here we must subtract 60 mm as we have to take the cross section at 60 mm from the center of the shaft. So the moment becomes 800 in bracket 1000 minus 60. So moment becomes 752 into 10 power of 3 Newton mm. Z. Z is our section modulus. So for the rectangular section it is TB square by 6. So T is the base, B is the height. So here if you just look at that cross section you will find that the neutral axis is horizontal. So above the neutral axis you will find there is a tensile bending. Below the neutral axis you can find a compressive bending. So here we will consider tensile bending stress. So Z is equal to 1 by 6 TB square. 1 by 6 T into 3T square, it becomes 1.5 T cube mm cube. So Z we have, M we have. So write the bending stress equation. Bending stress is equal to MIZ. So M is the moment and Z is 1.5 T cube. So that gives us the thickness by this equation. By simple manipulation of the equation, we'll get T cube equal to 6.87 into 10 power of 3. So again, if you rewrite that and if you find T, then it becomes 19. So 19 is an odd figure. So we can assume the section, the thickness of the section is 20 mm and the height of the section is 3T, which is equal to 60 mm. By this way, by considering bending stress or bending action on the lever, we can get the thickness T and height of the section as 60 mm. Now let us go further. If I want to design a key, now key which is subjected to again a torque of P into L, and that torque is create tangential force on the key. Now we know that the key can be shear under shear and the key can be fail under crushing. So first look at the failure of key when it is under the shear. So torsional shear, direct shear stress is 70 megapascal. Now here the length of the key is equal to length of the boss because key is inserted inside the boss. So length of the boss can be a safest length for the key. So 80 mm we are here we are going to consider. Now here it is a direct shear stress. So F by A. Now that we know the torque because torque equal to we know P into L, which is 800 into 10 power of 3 Newton mm. So let us consider that torque which is equal to tau into A into D by 2. So area is equal to W into L. We know the length is 80, so area becomes W into 80. W is the width of the key. Now the torque equal to tau into W into L into T by 2. So just put all the values. So torque T is equal to 800 into 10 power of 3, shear stress 70, W is the width of the key, L is 80, and D, which is the diameter of the shaft, 40 divided by 2. So width of the key comes out 7.14, let us say 8 mm. In a similar way, we can design the crushing stress. In the crushing stress also, we know that there is a torque which is 800 into 10 power of 3 Newton mm. Crushing stress permissible is 100 megapascal. Length of the key is length of the boss, which is 80 mm. So look at the picture, you will find there is a crushing area. So crushing stress is equal to F by A. So again, torque equal to crushing stress into area into D by 2. So here the area is length of the key multiplied by half thickness, so T by 2. Now we know that length of the key is 80, which is length of the boss. We have considered safest value. So if you just put all that together, torque equal to sigma c into L into T by 2 into D by 2. Now put all the values. So 800 into 10 power of 3. So it becomes 100 into 80 into T by 2 into 40 by 2. So from this we can get thickness of the key as 10 mm. By this way, we can design key also. Here in this problem, we have designed first diameter of the shaft. From that, we can get the length of the boss and thickness of the boss. After that, the cross section of arm of the lever, which is rectangular in section, that we find by using bending stress. After that, the key also we have designed by considering shear and crushing stress. So this completes very simple problem based on the hand lever, which is subjected to force at one point. So this completes our simple numerical of hand lever.